recording. Okay. So today's class, we are going to talk about creating a viral short and long form content, which is very important. And we've talked about lesson one. We've talked about what is faceless channel. Lesson two is about niche selection. You can't just bump on any niche and select. You need to be what's it called, vigilant of the kind of niche you're selecting, so that at the end of the day you get good money. And the third one is what we talk about, what's it called, RPM, and the best way to select your niche. Third one also, we talk about creating optimized YouTube channel, creating how to create your YouTube channel properly, what you need to put in place, the SEO, the name, the what's it called, the logo, how you're going to go around it. We've done that. And yesterday we did video planning, scripting, and SEO. How you're going to plan your video so that people can actually understand what you're saying. It's not as if you are mixing A plus B. You are telling people, please subscribe to my channel. My grandfather just died yesterday. I need you to subscribe so that I will not cry. No, it's not like that. You need to know how you structure your video. That's what we talked about yesterday, and the best tool to use and the best format to go around. So today, which is lesson 5, we are going to talk about creating viral shorts and long form content. Now, creating viral shorts are very important. Now, if you check my channel, my faceless channel, 90% of the money I'm earning on the channel came from short content. It's not even from long. And I will I'm being able to sustain myself with that kind of earning. It's not too bad. But the first thing when you're building your channel is getting organic subscribers in, getting people that will watch your long form content at the long run. because because the moment you are approved to YouTube partnership program, YouTube will deliberately reduce the rate at which they are pushing your channel. So if you don't have good subscribers out there, they will not promote your channel at the long run. So that's why you need to know how you're going to get good subscribers, and at the end of the day, when is the right time to post your long form content. Number one is, for building your subscriber, the only thing you need is your short form content. How do you now create your short form content? I have one rules when it comes to creating short form content to get organic subscribers. You have to make sure your content is not too long. It's not like 3 minutes short form content, 60 seconds short form content. This rule has been helping me for a very long time, and has been using it to build all my channels I'm managing. It has to be less than 20 seconds. I know it sounds somehow to you, but your video have to be less than 20 seconds. That's why yesterday that we talked about scripting. Imagine you want to do script, what's it called, the first thing, which is the click, and the what's it called, and the baits. You want to do it, you want to do body of content, and you want to do end script within 20 seconds. You need to understand how your framing works, then you'll be able to get what you want to push out. And the reason for creating a shorter video is just because if people watch your video all over and all over again, let's say the girl called Ada, one of my what's it called, my paddy that is creating video on TikTok, actually what's it called, created video that you have to check it, you have to read it for uh, uh like you have to read it all through, because everything she's saying can actually give you uh what's it called, good thing, like it's something that actually that affects yourself. So in order for you to read everything, you have to stick on that video for as long as possible. And a video is very short, it's just 10 seconds video. And imagine you are reading a whole episode, and you are repeating the video all over and over and over and over again. And at the end of the day, people tend to watch the video like 5 times or 6 times, just because they want to read the content of the video. So that's why you have to make sure your video is short as possible, and is meaningful. So if it is meaningful, people will stay on your video. And if it is short, you're going to trick the algorithm. That's what we are trying to do. You're trying to trick the algorithm that people are actually watching your video. And the moment you trick the algorithm is AI. There's no sense of reasoning that this video is actually short. Why are they watching it all over and over again? But this is why we have to do it, so that we trick the algorithm. And that's why your video have to be very short. And the moment your video is short, YouTube will push out your video. The moment people are watching your video on over and over again, YouTube will deliberately push out your video for people to watch. Now that means you're using one stone with good content to uh, trick YouTube to push out your content, and that's how you grow your shorts. And the moment YouTube start pushing your content, you will start getting subscriber that will watch your video based on what you're doing. They love your content because of what you're doing. Then the moment you have your subscribers that are watching your content based on what you are doing, they will be able to subscribe. And you have, let's say you have 50,000 subscribers, you can then start posting long video. Then the moment you start posting long video, you can be redirecting from short to long, and you'll be enjoying bigger money. But you are not starting from getting bigger money. You're starting from getting good subscribers that watch your video. Or you are starting, let's say, let me put it like this, you are starting from creating good content that is short and using it to trick YouTube to promote your channel. And when they promote your channel, you get subscriber. When you get good subscriber, you start posting long video, and you start redirecting from short to long. So that's how it works. As simple as that. That's why I said today's topic is also very, very important. You need to understand it. Now, what's it called? Tips to make shorts go viral, which I've been talking about. The first thing is start with hook in the first 2 seconds. Now, like yesterday that I said your hook have to be something very good, but today you have to make sure you hook someone to your video within 2 seconds. Bam, bam, the person is hooked to your video. So within 2 seconds, the person is already hooked to your video. That's why you have to know how to structure your video properly. 2, use text overlay. Text overlay works like magic. Like countless of time we've tried it, we've tested it. Oh, she share, it works. And the moment you use text overlay, that your text overlay have to be different from what is in your caption, have to be different from what is in your description. Like you're using different things to get people's attention. If this text overlay did not actually catch your attention, your title should get their attention. If your title did not actually get their attention, your description should actually get their attention. And that's why that's how to get your viral, what's it called, short. Now the 3 is add caption. Caption. See, there are some people that they don't do they don't like too much sound. I love quiet environment. Let's say I'm watching a video and you like I will just swipe. Stop making noise. You are making noise. But the moment I'm reading the content of your video with text, I'll be able to glue to your video. For some video, some people put on, what's it called, mute. They don't listen to what you're saying. But the moment you add caption, they will be able to relate to what you're saying, which is very, very good, and is also good for making your content unique. The 4th thing is keep the energy high. Let's say you want to talk about 5 things that can actually help your channel. You are not starting from the 5th. You start from the first one that will give them like, so what this guy is saying is actually true. You keep the energy high. Don't start from number 5. Start from the top. Then you can mix it up like that. In your mind, you're starting from, let's say you are saying number 5. You say number 5. Well, number 5 on the structural, like in your editing, is still number 1 on real life. Like you're saying number 1, like when you arrange it properly by default, by numerical value, the first one is A, the second one is B. But when you want to arrange it, when you are posting, you said 5 things that can actually help your channel. Then you start with A. You're saying 5, but A. But I don't know how, I don't know if you guys guess it, but you are using something like you are using the highest one that you're saying, but you're telling them is the lowest one, which is just like you're tweaking their mind. So work on that one. Hard call to action. Call to action is very important. because sometimes people get carried away. They don't know that they did not actually what's it called uh subscribe to your channel. They intentionally want to they want to subscribe to your channel, but they get carried away because they are like, it is not in their mind, but their mind, okay, let me put it this way, their mind want to subscribe to your channel, but they're being carried away with the content of your video. So the moment you add call to action at the end of your video, it will trigger is that, let me quickly follow his channel, because I don't know if I'm going to see his channel or again or not. So that's why you have to add call to action. Now, format guide, the format that you're supposed to use that is very very much acceptable. I always make sure, I always tell people, short, imagine you want to create 30-second short or 20-second short, nothing stop you from rendering in 2K. The moment if you render in 4K, it's fine, because YouTube is still going to bring it down. So but the moment you're rendering in 720, your video quality will be bad. So you have to make sure you are rendering in good quality, minimum of 2K or 1080p. So seconds, length of your video between 1 second to 15 seconds, but at most 20 seconds. Aspect ratio 9:16. But whatever you want to do, make sure it's 9:16. If you want to put your video at the center, put it right up, just make sure it's 9:16. Use tags. When it comes to shorts, you don't joke with tags. Hashtag this, hashtag that, hashtag this must be also related to what you're doing. It is very 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 important. So now, for those of you that you started long video, so this lesson is also for you. For people that are creating long video, how do you now structure your long video? Make sure you have powerful hook at the beginning of your video. Between the 0 seconds to 15 seconds, you already hook people into your video. It is very 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 important. Then the next thing, the first thing is the hook, 0 to 15 seconds. The next thing is the deep content, like the most exciting thing, like the most interesting parts of that content should be the next thing. Now, call to action and summary of your video, you also add it to like 20% when the video is about to end. So that's the way you need to structure your video. You don't start from call to action, you don't start from deep content, you start from hook. You must have hook in your video. It's very important. You must hook someone to your video. Now, also for long form ideas, explaining video between 5 to 10 minutes is okay. Don't explain too much. Story based breakdown. There are a lot of things that I actually do that I don't want to talk about that one for long form video, because I don't want people to start posting with long form video. I need you to start from shorts. Now, tools that will help you. Number one, CapCut for editing. You need CapCut. You need to subscribe for CapCut. I'm not that kind of people that will mentor you and tell you and use free every time free. Go and pay for CapCut. Don't use free CapCut, because there are some future you're going to get. You're going to edit the what's it called, your sound. You want to change the frequency of your sound. You want to add filter to your sound. Is CapCut Pro. You want to do caption, you want to what's it called, is CapCut Pro. That will do a lot of things. So CapCut Pro, that's number one. To go editing app, to go tools to use. Two is ChatGPT. Like I said, you can use WhatsApp ChatGPT. Is that you use WhatsApp ChatGPT or you use normal ChatGPT? If you have the money, you pay for it. So also for those people that are doing long content or shorts, you can use Canva to create your thumbnail, which is very very important. Now, also SEO. Like I said, we talked about SEO yesterday. Go and watch the video. You need ChatGPT for your SEO. For your voiceover, it's still CapCut. So those are the major apps that you need. But this is the end of today's lecture. It is just lecture 5. The next class will be how to automate everything that you've learned so far. How to automate scaling and building a team, which is also important when it comes to YouTube. Now, another thing you should actually know is this is just a theoretical aspect of the class. We are still going to do practical, which we are going to start from one. We are going to create a channel, do everything like that. So it's going to be a long class, which at the end of the day, I have promised myself that I'm going to give people a certificate. Like, I will be able to know that this is my student. So in case you stick with us to the end, I was still going to give out a lot of things that people will be able to know. But this is just the end of today's class. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys take advantage of it. I hope you guys make use of it, which is very important. But any question so that we can continue? Let me stop recording.